This week on the Unqualified Gamers Podcast, the boys talk about Rooster Teeth coming back, Goldmine Simulator 2, and Battlefield Labs. Code 105, take one. Here we go.
Take four.
Take one. Welcome to the Unqualified Gamers Podcast, everybody. There's a dog right there, Bean.
That's Bean. Hi, Bean. Come here, baby.
Anyway, Kai's not here.
Oh, hello.
Kai's not here. He's in Dallas again. And one thing I love about Kai is he is all about showing off for the podcast. He parks at the airport to where the most people will walk by his truck because he's got the big Unqualified Gamers Podcast sticker in the back window, which I've got a couple of those. We should do a giveaway here soon. If
you okay, so are we gonna pay people to put it on their cars, or are we just gonna give it away and hope that they...
Yeah, you can do whatever you want with it. I mean, I would hope you'd put it in your back window of your car, but
okay, you can't ask people to do something that you're not willing to do. All right,
I had it in the back window of my car for almost 2 years.
Right, but let's see it in the back of the Tesla.
I'm gonna get a special one made for the Tesla.
That's
No, I want it to cover the whole back window, but I want it to be like fitting because the back window of the Tesla's kind of shaped weird. So I want to do one of those ones that covers the whole window.
Have you thought about getting your car wrapped with the logo, just straight across the side of it?
I've thought about wrapping it myself. I would never pay anybody to do it, but I've thought about getting it wrapped. That was before I lost my job Monday. But
oh right.
We haven't went over this yet. So yeah, I got fired Monday from my job by my super racist, homophobic boss. So that's awesome. I just basically showed up to work and he's like, you don't have a job anymore. You're fired. And I'm like really? I thought he was fucking with me at first, honestly. But I'm now jobless. I've applied for unemployment. Okay. So that's cool. I will be not sleeping much until my unemployment goes through, probably. I'm up fucking constantly all night. Just because I'm just, like I said, I'm just a worry fucking wart, I put up with a lot of fucking abuse over the last year and 4 months that literally nobody has lasted more than 6 months at my job because my boss fucking either fires somebody right away, in the first month. That's always his thing too. He's like, I like to fire people before they can file for unemployment. He said that when he fired the first dude when I was there. And then his other thing I think is he just treats people like fucking garbage. So hopefully they will quit. But I loved my job and I saw an ending in sight where he was going to retire and it was going to be me and my other coworker. And I thought, man, it's going to be great. We're going to do such a good job. It's going to be awesome. But he fired me. So literally, I literally didn't do anything wrong. I've done nothing but crush it since I've been there. Do everything I'm told, no arguing, and he fired me. So that's really cool.
He also assaulted you.
He physically assaulted me. He threw a so he'd gotten my work truck and the light was on for low window washer fluid. And I had already told him twice about it. I need you to write me off a jug so I can put some in. And he come in from moving my truck one day and had an empty bottle of fucking window washer fluid and threw it. And I think he meant to hit the desk and make it fall into the trash can, but it hit high on the desk and hit me in the head. And that's the closest I've been to fucking beating the fuck out of an 80-year-old or a 70-year-old man. But it was fucking close, dude. I kept my cool.
Every time we've done this podcast, he's gotten slightly older.
He's 68.
So
68.
All right.
I mean,
I have to. Is my camera fuzzy all of a sudden?
It's a little fuzzy.
I don't.
You moved it too far. You moved it further to the one side, your monitor side, than normal. But we got to get that light fixed. So when I come out there, we're gonna fix that light. That light above you. No, when I come out there. Well. That's the thing. Now that I'm unemployed, as long as I get my unemployment goes through, I will come out there for a couple days. But anyway, there's a lot of shit going on right now. First of all,
Missa actually, I know that you lost your job, but Missa actually started a new one.
Yeah,
so she now basically it's all the same people. It's basically the exact same job. Her previous company thinks that they just like had this huge coup, but
Right.
it was really just the senior managers like, here's my 2 weeks, I'm out of here. And everyone, to include the customers, were like, yeah, we signed up with him, not with the
Right.
corporation. So yeah, isn't that something that's going on with you also though? Like there's one of the
What?
customers that you had or something that might
Well,
be
yeah,
leaving.
one of my customers is super fucking pissed. He says that he's pulling out and not going to do, and a huge customer. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, I don't know. I'm just pissed off about the whole situation. I really liked my job.
Mhm.
There's nothing open in that area right now for me, so I'm kind of look somewhere else. Like I really like the truck market, like truck parts market.
Okay.
And I mean, there's plenty of those jobs around here, but they're all full right now. So I'm kind of looking for a different opportunity right now. Maybe like a sales management opportunity. I've never done that. I've always wanted to. But yeah, I mean, it'll be fine. Shit'll be fine. I have a little bit of money saved up. The one reason I'm super pissed off, dude, honestly, is because I've got a tattoo appointment for Saturday, the 15th, February 15th. It was supposed to be December 7th, but he moved it he had to move it. So he had to move it 2 months ahead. Well, it was supposed to happen in November around my birthday. And I had something come up and I couldn't do it. And it's like mostly paid for, but like I still got to pay like $250.
Okay, wait. Mostly paid for. You still owe 250. What is mostly paid for in your
I
eyes? How
mean,
much have you
you gotta
already?
remember I'm getting tattooed from here to here. Completely done. So I mean it's a $500 venture, you know.
Do you have
Plus
any idea
tip.
the kind of stuff that you can do with $500?
Yeah, but when I'm working, like
Like,
it's $500. It doesn't fucking matter. It's like, you
like
know,
we could have gotten a table at like the Sandusky Torg for $500.
no, we probably couldn't. Well, actually, yeah, we could. I think Torg was like 200 or
Torg.
250 or something for a
I
table,
thought you said it
which,
was. I think you said it was like 150 or 140. I remember a 40
what
being in there
I know.
somewhere.
So this Saturday here in Cedar Rapids,
We don't. No. We
the
don't
Comic
care
Con.
about them. Fuck them. They
Yeah,
don't even want to give us.
we're
Get
not
back to us.
we're not gonna give them any clout, but that table was 140.
All right.
I
Oh no.
wanted
And then the Indiana one.
I want to yeah, the Indiana one was 600.
That's too
And
much.
I'm
Maybe
fucking
next year.
glad I didn't pull the fucking trigger on that, dude. But yeah, no, I'm supposed to get I've been looking forward to getting my tattoo. I'm getting this one covered. The 319 is my area code. You know, it looks really fucking bad, but it was supposed to get covered and then get the rest of but yeah. Either way, it's supposed to be like $500-600. I've already given him, he's already got, you know, over half of it, but yeah, it bums me out because yeah, I have the money, I could do it. But it just doesn't like I don't have a job right now, so like I need to save what I have until I get my unemployment, and then make sure that's going to cover all my bills until I find a new job. Which I don't think I'll be out of a job for that long. I hope.
So
But
I
yeah,
honestly, that's one of the big reasons I don't think you're going to make it out here is that you're finally gonna be like, all right, man, I'm coming out there. It's going to be, this week, and you're gonna be like, man, I started a job
no,
yesterday.
honestly, I've decided that unless they like are like you have to start right now or you don't get the job, I'm gonna take 2 weeks off, no matter what I think. I've never had 2 weeks off in my fucking life in a row. Well, not in a long fucking time, right? Since I was like 19, I think when I was on unemployment for a summer, and I didn't even
God,
have any time off. I worked for cash, so
the
yeah.
last time that I only had 2 weeks off in a row. God, that was.
You're retired. It's different for you. I'm used to going to fucking work every day. It's been a weird week. This is day 5. Well, day 4 because I technically went to work. And I'm going to fucking make sure they pay me for Monday too because I'm salary. I went into fucking work. I get paid for that fucking day. So,
Yeah. Oh, by the way, have you talked to your lawyer or anything? Have you
no, I'm
called
going to wait.
anyone?
I'm going to wait for unemployment to go through so that because if I fucking if a lawyer reaches out, they may fight the unemployment. I don't know. And I need that for short term. So as soon as that goes through, I will be contacting a lawyer. I'm going to contact my big boss in Moline directly and just explain to him. I went through a fucking year and 4 months of just abuse. I didn't deserve to be fired. you should call these customers, call the other dude that fucking works there, and just I did a good fucking job. But regardless, I don't want to harp on that too much.
Dude, you this is all I've been hearing for the past 5 days. All right.
It's been a lot. It's been a lot. Like,
and
this
here's the thing,
this is a huge fucking thing for me. This is
No, it
humongous.
is. And honestly, you're not doing too bad with the whole thing. Like you're actually handling it really well.
Yeah, I think
but
so.
as we talked about this morning, well, I
told my sister
like
this morning. I talked to my sister every day. I told her this morning that I lost my job.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't want my family to worry about me.
I don't think they're going to. Like, and why aren't you flipping cars and doing all the shit you're great at when you have all this time?
Because the small amount of money I have right now, I can't risk putting into a car to flip it to because every once in a while you buy, let's say I buy a car for $1,500. That's all I have is $1,500. Let's say I put that into a car and it needs more, that I got to borrow money from my girlfriend to fix it. And then but every once in a while you get a dud and you just lose out, and I just can't afford that risk right now. Plus it's tax time. It's the worst time to try to flip vehicles right now or to buy them. If you would have bought them 2 months ago, it's the best time to sell them because everybody's getting their tax returns. Everybody's buying right now. So it's really hard to flip right at this moment. It's the, beginning of February, this is tax time. So it's really hard to flip right now. I mean,
well,
best time in the world to sell, but the hardest time to buy. So,
all right. So I have an idea. Just start gold mining. Just start panning for gold, and you'd have nothing to worry about. I've seen you play a gold mining sim.
Well,
dude, you make fucking bank. All right. So how's this? I will even front you some of that money to get you out there. I got some contacts.
That means I got to go to Alaska, basically. So, I mean,
goodbye. Have fun.
Yeah. No, so most people know I'm a huge gold mining simulator fan. The game.
You're just a redneck.
On PC.
Anything redneck.
I love
Ice Road Truckers.
I do. I love it all.
Gold Rush, Duck Dynasty. What was the one I brought up yesterday during our not recording? Noodling with Cletus or whatever.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is the first time we've recorded. So
for anyone that's here and that actually wants to hear it, the entire podcast will be on the paid version of Patreon. It is 52 minutes of CC talking to himself because he didn't put my volume on there.
I went through being unemployed this week. I went through and I redid everything for the podcast. There's new graphics up down below right now, everything's been redone. And I don't know why the fuck we're recording. And I just choose my Discord to record in. When Kai's not around, it's just easier to go to my Discord. Because if somebody shows up that's not supposed to be there in his Discord, I can't be like, get the fuck out of here. It's not my house, it's Kai's house.
Oh, I mean, we legitimately, we could have done it in mine. I have a level 2 as well.
Well, so, I mean, we did it in mine, and I fucking had the Discord chat was set on Kai's to record from Kai's chat because everybody doesn't like the extra noises. I wonder if that'll show up in there. I doubt it will, but
I heard the click of the keyboard.
Yeah, that's my soundboard. So I doubt that'll show up in here because it's just no, it's not gonna. Anyway, yeah. So basically, I fucked it up, but we got new graphics for the podcast. That's cool. But anyway, Gold Mining Simulator. Back to that. So Gold Mining Simulator 2 is supposed to be out this year, I believe, sometime. I haven't found a date anywhere. But I'm fucking pumped because it's going to be multiplayer for the first time. Because the first one's not multiplayer. So, I have to do all the work. And it just gets really tedious after a while. I spent, Monday, 5 hours Monday, rebuilding my old mine because I lost track of it. So, yeah. And, I just started mining on it. But it's going to be so much more fun when I can get, 2 or 3 people together. We can get a mine going and ripping and... It'll be fun.
Fun really story. Back in 2019, I think it was 2018. my dad bought some property in Northern California, like
Yeah.
right on the border of like the Sequoia National Forest. And he's just like, hey, I'm pretty sure there's gold up here. The man wanted me to quit my job and go up there and pan for gold.
Dude, if my
And
fucking
I'm just
dad
like,
bought land that had gold on it, he's like, "Hey, dude, get up here." I'd be in the fucking Tesla so fast.
here's the thing, man. If you want, there is everything is running up there. We've got solar panels, we've got a well, like everything is up there and good to go. There's a Quonset hut up there you can live in. If you want to go up there and you want to fucking like house sit and just pan for gold on 20 acres, go for it. Just remember, it's in California.
California.
So
I don't think
I'll
I'm
give you
allowed
the
in that state.
address. Why? Because you have what,
I'm too much of a
41.9 or whatever
redneck.
it is.
I'm too much of a
Okay,
redneck.
that entire area is you don't understand. Like California is like 3 small areas of like city people, and then everything else is
Hillbilly as
rednecks.
fuck. All right, I'm with it.
And even in those areas, like the trailer trash, like I grew up down the street from a lot of my friends being trailer trash, like living in trailer parks in like
Well,
upper
just
middle
because you
class
live in a
areas.
trailer park doesn't mean you trailer trash, bro. Like that's fucked up.
My mom had some friends that ended up like coming into a lot of money. And the way that they celebrated that they were going to leave, they had this gigantic house up in the hills, and they sold it for millions of dollars. This was back in like probably like 2002.
Yeah.
To some DJ. Some DJ bought their like 7-bedroom house in the hills. They bought a huge RV and went and stayed in the trailer park for a little bit.
Fucking right.
And their going away thing was the trailer trash send off. So they bought like 3 kiddie pools and filled it full of like boxed wine and like
Jesus
Coors and
Christ.
shit. They put like pink flamingos all over their front yard. They had they walked around with the fucking unicorn inflatable. Like the entire party, they couldn't even get in and out of their trailer because they were just wearing this thing. Like it was the most redneck thing ever. And it
My
was amazing.
dad had a trailer for a while in close to where I live now. And it was so much fun. I just remember riding my bike like through the trailer park. It was so much fucking fun. I loved it. I wish he never would have got rid of it, but either way, anyway.
The only time
Now he lives.
I've ever
Now he lives in a fucking camper in the middle of a field somewhere. I don't know. I haven't talked
the
to him in
only
years.
time I've ever had rock salt shot at me was because I was trying to go through the end of a trailer park as like a little shortcut. So there was like the trailer park, some dude's property, but it was like his driveway. And then halfway down his driveway was a dead end street where it was basically the street was supposed to go through. He bought the land like all the way because the street goes through on the other side. It's just
Right.
his section of land that doesn't. And the same thing with the trailer park. It was supposed to go to this street, but it ended like maybe 30 feet prior to it.
Right.
And so it's there's no fences, there's no gates, it's anything like that. It's just his driveway, and then you go off the other side, and you had the street I grew up on. This dude comes outside and starts blasting shot like rock salt in the middle of a fucking
cops,
neighborhood. Dude. What the fuck am I supposed to do? I was
Call
in
the
his
fucking
driveway. But yeah, it's
you can't shoot people. You can't shoot people in the United States of America. You go to jail for that.
Really? You do?
I mean, California is a different animal.
Yeah.
Dude.
So
all right. So anyway, there's a lot of shit going on today, and luckily this is our first time recording. So
lucky.
Luckily. So humongous news. We had Jack Patillo on the podcast 3 months ago. And we talked about the end of Rooster Teeth, like Rooster Teeth had shut down. It was about 10 months ago, 11 months ago that happened. And I was just, it's a humongous part of my childhood, Red versus Blue, Ruby, all that shit, humongous part of my childhood. Well, I was just hoping and praying that the original owner, Burnie Burns, would come back and buy it, and he fucking did, dude. He bought back Rooster Teeth. So
wait, isn't his name actually Burnie Burns?
That's what he goes by. His name is Michael, but he goes by Burnie.
Okay,
Nobody ever calls him.
Say,
everybody calls him Burnie.
About to say, what kind of jacked up parents would you have to be Burnie Burns? Like I watched a couple of TikTok clips of that movie with that guy that has his first, middle, and last name is Major, joins the army. So
I've
he
never
is
seen that.
Sergeant Major. He's Major.
I've
And
never
so they're
seen
like,
it.
fuck it. We're just going to promote him to Major. So now he's Major.
I've never. I don't know what the hell
I,
you're talking about.
I don't know what the movie is. I've just seen a couple of like TikTok. I understand that you don't have TikTok anymore. You don't see these
Yeah.
clips.
Yeah. Dude,
It
that's
was
the
just one of those
fucking.
things.
That sucks too because I have no. I have to stick to Instagram reels and
Oh, so you get the
fucking
TikTok things like
X feed.
a week late.
It sucks. Anyway, so Burnie he was one of the founders of the company, started the company, Rooster Teeth. And I kind of lost interest in most of the shit when he left, honestly. He left, I mean, quite a few years ago. He had retired and left. He originally sold it to Full Screen, which he'd stayed after that. He sold the company to Full Screen, which I heard for around 30 million. I don't know. No, it's never been public. And then they got bought up by Warner Brothers, which got bought up by Disney, and Disney's the ones that ultimately shut it down. And I'm guessing he bought it back for between $500K and $1 million. I don't know. I don't know for sure, but he only owns the IP and the YouTube page and the socials and stuff like that. He doesn't own any of the buildings because they had a bunch of buildings in Austin, Texas. But yeah, go to roosterteeth.com. You'll see him pull up in his Tesla and walk into the building and that like he just got back with the milk and like where's everybody at? Like it was, but it's good. It was funny. So I'm super excited to see what they do with that, what they bring back, what they start new. I watched Jack's stream. He knew about it because he was on Burnie's podcast like 2 weeks after he was on ours. Which thank you again, Jack Patillo, for coming and doing the podcast with us, man. It was
you cannot
awesome
stop
thing.
fanboying over this dude.
Oh, dude, I love Jack. Dude. He's awesome. I mean, you enjoyed him too, right? I mean, he's good shit.
No, he's a good dude. It's like 3 months later, man. Just like take a shower, smoke a cigarette, have a glass of wine, relax.
Well, also, another thing, we had Jeff Steitzer on, the voice for Halo, around the same time, and I've emailed him a couple times. I haven't heard anything back, so I hope everything's good with you, Jeff. Would love to hear back from you, man.
Another name we keep bringing up is, of course, Dr. Disrespect. As you heard towards the very end of the last episode, he finally got his monetization back.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I expected him to get it back. I didn't think it would be that soon, although I'd kind of already expected him to get it, considering that in my eyes, there was no reason for him to have ever lost monetization with YouTube.
Yeah.
Like his shit with Twitch, fine. He can have his meltdown shitstorm with Twitch. Like the dude should have been, as we talked about before with the whole bathroom thing, the dude should have been banned long ago before all of that crap happened. But
I still just don't agree with long-term with lifetime bans. It's just
when you commit a felony on stream, you should have a lifetime ban.
I mean,
when you are filming in public restrooms, you can't
get over this public restroom bullshit that happened was it at TwitchCon or something?
Yes.
Obviously, they didn't give a shit about it. Nobody cares about that as much as you fucking do. Nobody in the world.
It wasn't just that he did it once. He did it once, was told, hey, you're not allowed to do that, and he did it again. Like, you cannot film in a Okay, Cece, I want you to take your cell phone into the ladies' room and start filming them and see how quick you end up in jail.
I mean, I'm not going to do that because I don't.
Oh, no. Yesterday, you said
I don't have any. I said I would. I would go into. I'd go into the men's room. I'm not going to go in the fucking females' room. I'm not a fucking pervert.
It doesn't. It's 2025. All right. I don't think Trump's orders have taken effect yet. There's only one gender, apparently.
But yeah, he didn't get banned for that. Like he didn't get banned for that. We already know that.
No, he got a suspension for it.
Yeah, but he didn't get banned. Nobody in the world gives a shit about that as much as you do. You're the only person that I ever see bring it up. Nobody else ever does. So again, he didn't get banned for that. I don't know if he did get suspended or whatever. It doesn't like that. That doesn't have anything to do with why he got banned. We all know he got banned. They were trying to entrap him, and As far as I'm concerned, he completely cleared his fucking name. I mean, he didn't show any receipts or anything, but neither has the other side. I would guess that they probably nobody can show the receipts, but I don't know, because that would just be my guess, because nobody was supposed to talk about it. But if one person did, the other side could, and that's why he ended up coming out and talking about it. But either way, he's monetized on Twitch, on YouTube again, so he won't be ever on Twitch again for sure. I still think we're going to see Aiden Ross on Twitch within the next couple of years.
Okay, Aiden Ross is so anti-Twitch at this point. The dude is actually making his own streaming awards because he can't win fuck all anywhere else.
I mean, that's the hard part about being like pigeon-toed into Kick like that. Like, because like Ninja streams on Kick and YouTube and Twitter and Twitch and all that.
Because he hasn't been banned from Twitch or Twitter or Insta or anything like that.
I'll have to look up. I don't remember why he was banned on Twitch. I'm not sure. Aiden Ross. What is initial?
It was gambling.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure it was gambling streams. And then he also kind of told the owners to fuck off and, went over with Trainwreck and everything over to Kick.
Yeah, but
when you're all...
I'm not sure. I need to see the for sure reason why he was banned. I can't remember. But like Steve Will Do It was banned on. I know you don't know who Steve Will Do It is, but most people should know who Steve Will Do It is. He was banned on YouTube for gambling, which you can gamble on YouTube, but you can't show the address of where you're gambling, and that wasn't properly blurred out or something. I'm not sure. I understand he did break the TOS, but a lifetime ban is just not. It's not a thing that I believe in for pretty much anything. I'm too much for free speech. I mean, you get banned like 30 days, a year, whatever, but yeah, Aiden Ross.
So, Aiden Ross was banned from Twitch for the 8th time, all right? 8th time. On February 25th, 2023, this time permanently for hateful conduct, after he showed his unmoderated Kick Live chat on stream, which was flooded with racist and anti-Semitic messages by viewers.
Yeah, I mean, you are responsible. You're responsible for everything that goes on your channel.
That is worthy of a lifetime ban, especially if you let it keep going.
In my opinion,
I'm sorry.
So
what do you think should have happened? They can't fine him.
A suspension. I mean, I don't agree. I don't agree. Like, yeah, you shouldn't have showed that on there. But again, I don't agree with lifetime ban. I mean, you'd have to do something pretty atrocious to deserve a lifetime ban, in my opinion. Because I just don't believe in lifetime bans. I mean, horrible shit that's against the law, yes, maybe, but like stupid shit like that, just not in my opinion, is just unnecessary. But again, like, I'm too much of a free speech guy. But anyway, Fortnite OG Season 2 is out. We played that, didn't we, Zeus?
It was.
You played a little bit, a couple games. Yeah,
we played.
It's kind of like a nostalgia thing for me, because this is the season that I really started playing. So this when the game first came out, I had brought my Xbox over and because I wasn't living here at the time quite yet, and my son was playing Fortnite and stuff. I bought him the Founders Edition or whatever the game for like $30, $20, and then the Battle Royale came out, and he was playing it nonstop, and him and I would take turns playing it, But about this time when this season came out was when I went out and bought another Xbox so that we didn't have to share anymore, and I got my first win in this season, or in this chapter. So it's season 1, chapter 2, I believe, is what it's called. So yeah, it's got like Haunted Hills, Tilted Towers is still there. There's no movement, as you know, because we got our asses stuck by the storm a lot. But it's fun, man. I'm glad they're doing this alongside with still releasing new content for the game, because I really love the nostalgia of going back and playing like the old maps and stuff personally. So with the old guns and the rarities of the guns, and because like in today's Fortnite, like everybody can have gold weapons, it seems like, and like the last 10 people alive, everybody's got like gold shit. There was like 1 or 2 gold ARs back in the day that you had to find them, in the whole map. So it just made it kind of cool.
Same thing again on TikTok. There's a thing called, I guess, the Typhoon Blade. And the
On
entire
Fortnite?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the
okay.
entire thing was so if you want to play like a pro, what the pros are using right now for like the short range shotgun is the Typhoon Blade. But if you want to go a little more long range, like with an AR, you want to use the Typhoon Blade. Now, if you're more of an SMG kind of guy and you really like that quick attack and coming up out of nowhere with no sound, you're going to want to look into the Typhoon Blade. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is this thing? Apparently, it
This
is just completely over the top, and it like two shots people. When it's equipped, I guess you use half the stamina
so
that you
this
do while sprinting.
so that won't be available on OG Fortnite. That'll be just the newer one, I'm sure. I mean, I haven't played it, but they always have some stupid shit. But the problem with that, in my opinion, is there's fucking 30 of them. So everybody's got one, you know, when you get down to the second half. Like, I know rarity used to be a lot cooler of a thing, in my opinion, when shit was rare. When they first come out with the what was it, like the Thanos thing, the gauntlet, there was only one.
Here,
Like the sword, they had a sword one time, there was only one. So it just made it way
yeah,
it way cooler, in my opinion.
I have no idea what you're talking about
Right.
when it comes to that. The only time I know that there's only one of something is the One Ring,
Yeah.
and that's it. You
Yeah,
know,
the gauntlet would rule them all, because you turn, if you got the gauntlet, you would turn into Thanos, and you just were unfucking killable. It was really cool.
did you literally just run around just snapping fingers and people were like half the lobby just disappeared? Could
Pretty
you imagine
fucking
if you
much.
could do that just one time?
That would be fucking
Where
cool.
you just like pick it up and then just one time out of nowhere you have one snap that you can use and just half the lobby's
lobby's
DCs
gone.
or half
Yeah,
the lobby just dies.
it'd be cool if you
Dude,
could do that, and then in 5 minutes you could do it again, and half the lobby would go, and then 5 minutes like you could just keep going down.
No, because then you'd have like people looking for it and just sitting in a fucking bush just waiting the entire game.
Well, no, so everybody knew where he was. You had to kill him in order to get the gauntlet. So everyone would go down and kill him, and then you would pick it up, and you'd just get fucking just hammered by like 30 people. It was just wild. It was a wild time. Anyway, did you watch the trailer for Battlefield 6 yet?
What do you mean yet? This is the first time I'm hearing about it. Punishment, since we didn't do this yesterday.
Well, yeah, but the trailer came out a couple of days ago, so I just didn't know if you had a chance to see it.
No, as we talked about yesterday, I am not interested in Battlefield. I played Call of Duty, I played Halo, I played Medal of Honor. To me, it's just the same exact thing by a different publisher.
Yeah, I completely get that, but in my opinion, so Battlefield's slightly different. Okay, they have like a conquest version, a conquest game. That's what we. So I used to play Battlefield 2 religiously. It was the first PC game I was ever addicted to, and so like you have to pretty much go through the map and collect all the points, and then you win. Or if the other team does the same, you lose or whatever. But the Battlefield 6 looks amazing. It's on Unreal 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, obviously. And they have a new thing called Battlefield Labs. So if you go to Steam or probably anywhere where you can buy Battlefield, you can download Battlefield Labs, which is a spot where you can actually test out all of the features of the new Battlefield game. The game's not going to come out until March 26th, but they've had such a issue with the last few Battlefield games of people not liking certain aspects of the game and stuff like that they've brought this out, and everybody gets to test it. So you test it and give them feedback on, hey, I really like the movement here, or I don't like that, or I like the aiming, I like the HUD. You know, you get to test every aspect of the game and give your feedback to them, so that by the time the game comes out, it might actually be a cool game. I don't know.
Do you know what every other publisher calls that? They don't call it a lab. They call it a PTR, a public testing realm. And games have been doing that shit for years.
It probably is. It is a public testing realm is what it is, but they just call it, theirs is just called Battlefield Labs.
Right, but like, why is this such an amazing new idea?
Call of Duty's never done this.
And Call of Duty's an absolutely trash fucking game. And every time they come out with something new, they've got to wait for everyone to. Here's the thing: we know they have testers. We know that they have people that are doing these things. I don't know. I'm kind of surprised that Activision isn't doing it, considering that all of the other Blizzard IPs have a PTR. WoW has a PTR. Diablo has PTRs. Like, you can go in there and it literally gives you a bunch of resources. It gives you all of these things. So you can try all of this stuff. And then whether you want to show the bug or not, you're allowed to stream the PTR. You're allowed to do all of this stuff to show these things because they want people to know. They want people
Yeah.
to see this. All the secrecy just for them to leak, and I'm using air quotes because, as we talked about before, there's no such thing as an actual leak anymore. It's
Right.
literally them just trying to get some extra publicity out there that
Yeah.
they wouldn't have gotten otherwise.
I don't
Battlefield.
know, I think it's pretty cool that they're doing it openly like this, and everybody can do it. So,
I agree with you.
Hats off to them.
I agree with you. It's a good thing. It's a great thing. But the fact that it's just taken this long for the FPS genre to do it, that's the part that amazes me. Is that,
That's
like I
because
said,
everybody
MMOs,
just feels like they're gonna make the best thing, and it just gets worse and worse and worse.
So I'm also kind of on the fence when it comes to like early access beta, those types of things and live launch games, because a lot of like the MMO. So WildStar, I brought it up a few weeks ago. It was one of the games that everyone wanted to go and play. It was supposed to be like a WoW killer. It was supposed to be this huge thing, and it was great. But everyone got burnt out on the beta. And when the game finally fully launched, no one wanted to play it anymore because we already had 400, 500, 700 hours into this game. We didn't want to restart from nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so
That's why I don't get into a lot of betas, honestly.
I do think that EA is going to fuck themselves horribly. Because have you heard that they announced Apex 2.0?
No, I did not.
Yeah, so the head of EA said that Apex 2.0 is coming, but not until after the next Battlefield. So I don't know if that means the one that's coming out right now, like in the next
I would
couple of months.
Yeah. Well, it's coming out in March of next year, so it's over a year away.
2026.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, it's probably after this one. But yeah, Apex 2.0. Are we going to see another Overwatch 2? Is that what this is going to be? Because I don't know how you can really change Apex that much to make it a new game.
Well, all you like, you have to remember, Apex Legends is built on Unreal 4, right? So they're just probably porting it over to Unreal 5 and then adding new. I would guess they'll add new characters and shit like that. I don't know. I would guess it's going to stay basically the same. Just like I'm surprised Fortnite's never made a Fortnite 2. But they're just sticking with the same game.
The thing is, there's no need to. And even if they do, I mean, I'm sorry, but when things are that, like, if you're not going for like a live action feel, if you're not going for like a realism feel, because Apex doesn't do that, Fortnite doesn't do that. Borderlands, it's that whole thing is the whole point of it is cartoony. What is the point on going to Unreal 5, Unreal 12, Unreal 68? It's fucking cartoon.
But it'll look a lot better. It really will. Like, because Fortnite right now, you can play on Unreal 4 or Unreal 5, basically. And it looks way fucking better.
But what looks better? Do you see extra leaves on a moving bush?
Yeah, everything. Yeah, I'll show you sometime, because I've got a 40 series now. I can, because on my 2070 Super, I could not play on Unreal 5. It would not work. I would get like 5 frames. It was crazy. So I'll show you. It looks a lot. It looks a lot better. Everything looks really like crisp and clean, and it looks really cool. I'll show it to you.
Another EAL is so the CEO of EA suggests that players crave live service, and that's all they want. And then just a couple days later, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 comes out and made all their money back in a single day. They sold what, 1 million copies?
1 million copies day one. Yeah, 1 million copies day one. That's $70 million.
Day one. And
hold on. If people didn't buy the expensive version.
Yeah. Yes, that is if they went with the base version of the game.
The minimum amount of money they made was $70 million day one, which honestly, if that game cost them less than $70 million to make, I would be I'm surprised by that, because games are
Well,
super expensive to make nowadays. But
so that was the whole thing with why I was asking about why they're using this whole thing. So our friend, right, Frag.
yeah, Frag
He
Stealer.
refuses to talk. We're giving you a shout out though, Mr. Frag Stealer with capital R.
He lives in Michigan.
He's probably Danish royalty, or he is in Wit Pro. I don't know which. Frag, we love you. Thank you for supporting us for as long as you have.
Yeah.
But by the way, for everyone out there, total side note, Frag figured out a cheat code for getting views on or getting watch hours for YouTube. So if you guys would do us a favor and just put our playlist up, but play it at 25% speed when you go to bed at night.
You get us
fucking
the watch hours
game changer. Just give us the watch hours. Anyway,
we are 18 subs away from 1,000 right now. Send it to your friends. Get us that 1,000 mark. We've been eyeballing it for months. 18 subs.
Like,
away.
comment, subscribe.
Share it to all your friends. Share it on Facebook. Share it on Twitter. Share it on Instagram.
What the hell is Twitter?
Fucking X. It's just, yeah, you know what the fuck I meant.
I love how you left out TikTok because you don't care about TikTok anymore.
Share it on TikTok. So share it to everybody.
I was watching Frag play the new Kingdom Come Deliverance, and I even brought up, I'm like, why does this still look so much like the previous game? Like they didn't update it. I would swear it's the same game. And he's like, it was an actual development decision to keep it like the original because that's what people liked. There was no point in updating or going above and beyond. It's a new story,
basically, right?
Yeah, well, it's still Henry. You're still following Henry, I guess.
Okay.
I haven't finished the first one yet. No spoilers. I do plan on finishing it at some point. But so Kingdom Come Deliverance.
It looks like a really good game. I've watched it. I've watched probably 6 hours of it on Twitch this week since I'm unemployed. But yeah, I'm enjoying watching it. It would be a game that I would pick up if I was working. Along with what was the other one? Arma Reforger looks really fun too. I don't know if anybody's played the Arma games, but Arma Reforger looks amazing. I've been watching Joaquin play that a lot. I actually was watching him play that this morning too. So how much has it made?
The problem is it's showing it in Czechnian money. So I'm just go ahead and keep talking about Arma. I got you in a second.
Gotcha. So yeah, Arma, I guess, was a mod off of DayZ to begin with. It's a super big map. You pretty much load in with a squad or a platoon of some kind, and you try to take over the entire map, which seems pretty cool. If you had like a legitimate group of guys, like 10 guys, I think is that the size of a platoon in that game about?
Here's the thing. The only Arma that I've ever really played was DayZ. Was the Arma mod turned full game?
Okay.
DayZ. I think it was an Arma 2 or an Arma 3 mod.
Gotcha.
Reforger, like Joaquin actually has already messaged me.
Yeah, we talk about you every day. That we need to get you to get it with us. Anyway,
is that what you guys do every day? You're like messaging back and forth?
No, we talk about it while I'm watching this stream. He's like, "Did you get it yet?" I'm like, "Dude, I haven't got my unemployment figured out yet, so no, I haven't gotten it." But anyway,
I did find out how much, by the way.
How much?
Just a rough estimate. So it said it cost them hundreds of millions of Czechnian dollars. I don't know what the fuck they're actually called. But 500 million Czechnian dollars comes out to 20.5 million US.
Oh, okay.
Which means if it cost $500 million Czechnian dollars, 20 mil covers it.
Right.
Like they are free, clear, and everything at 20 mil.
Well, good for them, especially if they didn't have to like rebuild everything. If they used the same engine and everything as they did last time, it didn't cost as much as the first game to make. So. Good for them.
Yeah,
I want every game developer to make money, so that that I like. So anyway, anyway, back to Arma. But yeah, if you could, it seems like everybody that plays it really plays as a group together. Like it seems like everybody that he runs into is like, yeah, we're on the same team. Let's go together. Like they all listen and play pretty well together. So it seemed pretty cool. Let me see here.
The only one that I've really played that is very realistic like in that sense is Squad. My
I've
problem
never
with
played that.
Squad is that it just took you like 20 minutes to get back to a fight if you died. Because like the fights are happening in this like big middle area. The maps are gigantic, but you spawn at a FOB, a forward operating base, and then you have to wait for a Humvee or a helicopter pilot, or you just start fucking running. And you're running at a
Kind of like
real
Gray Zone, right? You gotta wait for the helicopter.
no. Worse than Gray Zone.
Oh, okay.
Because you actually have to wait for a player that is a helicopter pilot.
Oh.
Or you have to get in your own helicopter, or you have to get in your own Humvee, and you have to like travel out to wherever this is. And you're not being dropped off in an LZ. You're being dropped off wherever the fuck they want to throw you out.
Did you ever play the game 6 Days in Fallujah?
No.
So that came out, I want to say like 2 years ago, and me and Kai were like eyeballing the shit out of that game. It only had like four games that you could do, so it died pretty quick. But it's super realistic. It was really fun. That was a good one, but didn't have a lot of replayability in it, in my opinion. So, which is probably why it died out so quick.
It's not actually, it's showing really good reviews. I'm surprised that it died so quick.
Yeah,
Steam gives it a 9 out of 10, and Steam database gives it an 81%. So
yeah, it just didn't have a lot of replayability. Like I said, we played it quite a bit when it first came out, but it's one of those games where you don't want to play with random people, because there's like, I think there's 3 or 4 of you together. And I mean, you really got to work together. If you die, you die, unless one of your teammates is there to pick you right back up or buy you back or whatever. But yeah, I've only got 3 hours in it, which is bullshit. But yeah, I played through all 4 of the game modes, and it was what it was. Yeah, so yeah, a lot of games out right now. So if you're been looking for a game like me, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, arma Forger's been out for a while, but I've just kind of found it myself. I've been bored as shit. So Home Improvement is on Netflix. I've been watching a lot of Home Improvement.
No,
you ever see that?
You can't hold on. You can't bring up Tim Allen. He's been canceled by the woke media.
I love Tim Taylor.
I do too. By the
also,
way, your niece says hello. She was coming over. I think she realized you were talking. So
yeah, she misses me.
She does.
All right. I have Apple. When I got my new phone a few weeks ago, we got 3 months free of Apple TV. I've never used Apple TV before, but there's a show on there. There's a show on there called Silo. I am fucking addicted to it. Me and Bree are watching it together, and I'm an episode ahead of her now because I finished an episode after she fell asleep last night because I don't fucking sleep.
Oh, you committed the cardinal sin.
No, I didn't start.
And husbands everywhere.
I didn't start a new one. I finished it just like I did the night before. So when she gets off work, she'll watch the new one, or she'll watch the rest of it, and then we'll be back on track together. We're almost through the second and final season that's out and available right now. It's all right. It reminds me so much of Fallout because it's the same, post-apocalyptic shit where they're in basically a silo, like a vault. Really cool so far.
When did that show come out?
I'm not sure. I can look it up.
Because there is an entire project going on. I think it's in Kansas or Nebraska, where they have old nuke silos that they're turning into apocalypse shelters, where you have to have some kind of a skill to get into the shelter. But it like backs up the internet every 10 days or something like that on gigantic servers, so that you'll still have a functioning internet when the day, pretty much up to the day that the world shuts down. They'll have like a hydroponic center. They have just all of this stuff just in the silo.
This silo's like 150 levels or something. I don't know the exact amount of levels, but it came out in 2023. Let me see here. Either I'm not seeing when it's going to be even more different than both previous seasons. So it looks like the third season is going to be much different. But it's very, very cool so far. I'm addicted to it like you wouldn't believe. I would love to just power through it, but she has a job. She can't stay up all night and watch it. But but yeah, so that's definitely something to check out if you have Apple TV, or start a trial, bust the seasons out in your 2-week trial or whatever it is. Definitely do that. Other than that, Apple TV doesn't have a lot in my opinion. I've never had it before, but you know, I'm a Max guy for sure and a Netflix guy. For now anyway, because I changed so much.
Apple is just not as good at everything that everyone else is. Like, Apple is just coming short on everything.
Well, you know the Alexa things, right?
Okay.
So I've got them in every room in my house. They control all my shit. Okay. And so a friend of mine he's got money, right? And okay. I was telling him, I'm like, dude, it controls every fucking light in my house, blah, blah, blah. You can buy one of these things for like $30, dude. I got one under my Iron Man helmet over there. So it looks like it's Iron Man when it talks to me. But anyway, he went out and spent like $600 on one, but the Apple one, because it's called the Apple Home. And he's like, it just doesn't work for shit, dude. They're like, dude, you should have just bought the cheap ones, like I said, because Amazon wants to listen to you because they want to sell you shit. So
like I love it. Apple is great at doing what they do. Apple has done the same thing that Disney has done. They found a single market and they just keep catering to their one market. Eventually that market is just going to die and everything is going to die with it. So like Disney is no longer for kids. Like, yes, they have like their Mickey's Playhouse and they have like the Disney Channel, whatever, but it's no longer targeted at kids. It used to be targeted at like me when I was, you know, a little Zeus, but it is now targeted at me still. And I'm almost 40. Like, it is no longer, you know, the kids' wonderland, you know, the magical kingdom for kids. It is now the magical kingdom for people that have money that might have kids.
People that have a lot of fucking money too. That same buddy took his kid to Disneyland. He said it's about like $10,000.
Okay, well that's a like bit. Well, it depends on what he's doing down there, I guess.
Well, they bought like how long did he go for? And all that shit. I think they went for like 5 days or something like that. I mean, but it was like very expensive. Like they stayed there at the Magic Kingdom. I mean, everything was super fucking expensive. But I mean, like I heard to go make a lightsaber cost like $1,000 or something. So I don't know.
I don't think it. Well, I guess it is. It depends on the kind of lightsaber that you really want. Yeah. But do you think that?
I don't think. I try not to think.
Well, I know that, but so the Kickstarter got suspended for the live action Zelda movie. Do you think that Apple, in its like infinite wisdom, is just going to pick it up as a Nintendo, hopefully like a Nintendo IP? Like,
no, because the Kickstarter for the Zelda movie was shut down by Nintendo.
Oof.
Yeah. So that was. Oof. Yeah, they had raised like $27,000 on the Kickstarter. And
okay, let's be honest. $27,000 is not going to get you a fucking live action movie.
No, it's not. But I mean, it had just started. I mean, it was just picking up momentum from what I read, anyway. But yeah, it got shut down by Nintendo, and Nintendo shut that down. So which they own.
I will actually say this is a rare Nintendo W. Nintendo is saving us from yet another fucking just horrible.
See, I don't know. I would love to see a Zelda. I grew up playing Zelda, so I would love to see a Zelda movie. But that's just me.
No, my God, no. There's another one that's coming out right now, and I really hope that it's a joke. I don't think it is. Magic the Gathering is going to be making a live action movie. And well, here's the thing. At least Magic has a lot that they can go off of because they have all the different expansions and they have like this huge world that they can do. Zelda is literally the exact same game, pretty much replayed over and over again. So yes, you have this storyline. We all know how the story is going to end, but like, I don't know. I'm kind of glad that they didn't do the movie. I think that they're just saving us all from, as we have talked about numerous times, and again yesterday, give me a good video game movie that has come out. And I know you brought up Resident Evil, but that shit came out in like 96.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a while.
Mortal Kombat came out in like the mid 90s or like whatever.
I love Mortal Kombat. I like the movies more than the game.
That's not your style of game. If they came out with like a Mortal Kombat FPS, could you imagine Scorpion going in, you know, instead of having imagine like Scorpion in Black Ops or something like that. And that's his execution or something. Like you get a fatality. All right. Activision, if you guys come up with that, you got the idea.
Dude, they
here.
probably
I want my fucking royalties.
They probably fucking will. So anyway, there's a few movies. I know you. Did you watch any trailers? You didn't watch anything, did you? So
no.
We talked a little bit about yesterday about how the Jurassic Park movies are kind of with Chris Pratt are kind of like we love Chris Pratt. Those movies are just kind of like there.
Chris Pratt is probably in my top 10 of actors.
Oh, for sure.
Just because
Kai thinks he looks like Chris Pratt, by the way. I don't know if you weren't around back when we had this conversation, but Kai thinks he looks like Chris Pratt, so I'm saying.
I have so when I was younger, and I didn't have the facial hair. Actually, when I just had a little bit and it was really patchy, I was told I looked like Orlando Bloom because the guy can't grow a beard for fuck, and it's just this patchy shit all over his face. I've been told I look like Bam Montero from Viva La Bam.
Bam Margera. Yeah. That's Reap. Reap looks like cracked out Bam.
Okay, and then the best compliment ever is when I don't have a beard and I only have a mustache. I've been told I look like Ron Swanson. And
I can see that.
Dude,
actually.
that was the biggest compliment ever. When I was at I was buying something. We were doing our cross country trip to move out here. We went into some little place and he's like, you probably get this all the time, but you look a lot like Ron Swanson. And I'm just like, dude, I actually blushed because Ron Swanson, not the actor. I don't give two fucks about the actor. What Nick Offerman, I think his name is.
The character is just fucking iconic.
The character,
yeah. From Parks and
Rec.
Don't get me wrong. Wondering.
Nick Offerman, if you want to come on the show and just rip me apart as Ron Swanson, I'm 100%.
I'll pay money for that. I don't have a lot of money, but I'll pay you like $20 to do it. It'd be cool. It'd be worth it.
But as far as Jurassic Park goes,
this new trailer looks really good. Scarlett Johansson's one of the main characters. It's giving me Jurassic Park 2 vibes, only better. It looks really fucking good. So.
But Jurassic Park 2 was the one where we're like watching the chick do an uneven bar set in the middle of the movie, right?
You're right. But it looks really fucking good. You gotta watch the trailer, dude. It looks really good. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to it. I will probably go to the theater to see that. That comes out in July of this year. So
is Jeff Goldblum in it?
I don't know. I don't believe so.
Then I don't know, and I don't think I'm going to see it.
That's fine.
Is Chris Pratt in it?
No.
Okay, come on. You're supposed to be giving me a reason to go and see this.
Go watch the trailer. I promise you won't be disappointed. Go watch the trailer. Yeah, they go. Okay,
no one cares about the Fantastic Four. We'll just skip that.
I care about the Fantastic Four. Comes out in July 25th. This is the new one with Pedro Pascal being Mr. Fantastic. It looks good. I'm a big Fantastic Four guy. I love the Fantastic Four, so I'm excited about this as well.
Wait, I thought it was supposed to be what's his face, John Krasinski from The Office. I thought he was Mr. Fantastic.
Everybody wants him to be, but he won't do it. Or he did it for that little part in the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. He did it there. I would love to see him do that role, but he doesn't want to do it, or they don't. I don't know why he's not doing that role. He should be.
I mean, I guess that is the one nice thing about the multiverse is that you can just say you're in a different universe where only this one person changed and all the other ones are the same. I don't know. I'm not a multiverse fan at all.
I'm not either, but when I watched that fucking movie and I saw him as Mr. Fantastic, I fucking freaked out. And I was so fucking pumped.
The only time I saw him, what's his face? John Krasinski. Krasinski? Is that his? Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it in like a preview, I think, or maybe it was on a TikTok or something. And
as Mr. Fantastic?
Like, I'm like, that's kind of cool. But then
everybody's been calling for him to play that role since like for years. Like they want him in that role.
And I want Jessica Alba to come back as Elastigirl or whatever the fuck her name is.
Please. No, she's the Invisible Woman. Sorry.
Whatever. It's all the same shit.
That's
what we were talking about yesterday.
I love the Fantastic Four. So I think you're completely wrong. Yes, the Thing is no different than like the Hulk or any of the other big guys, but like I love the Fantastic
Mr. Fantastic
Four.
Is literally just Elastigirl just with a penis.
No.
And like when your biggest
Elastic
threat is
Woman
Edward
from
Scissorhands.
are you okay? Who are you talking about? Doctor Doom?
No. I'm talking about actual Edward Scissorhand. This dude is fucking Stretch Armstrong, and the quickest way to kill Stretch Armstrong is a pair of fucking scissors.
Doctor.
Okay.
I can't wait for Robert Downey Jr. to come out as Doctor Doom too. You see, we got the Doctor Doom mask right there. Oh, I'm ready for it, baby. As far as
Doctor Doom goes, I'm sorry, you're just a cheap version of Magneto, a cheap wish green version of Magneto.
You are so high, dude. You are so high. He's so powerful. So powerful.
Yeah, when you're wearing a tin can on your head, Magneto comes in and goes, and you're done.
Yeah, he takes his mask. Big deal, but he's not made out of metal.
Doesn't take it, he just crushes it.
He would fuck Magneto up so bad.
How? Tell me. Let's get into this right now.
He's so powerful, dude. He's so powerful. You just wait and see how Robert Downey Jr. does it. All right, you just wait and see. I'm not gonna sit here and argue for 45 minutes about what character is better. We'll do that.
Yeah, well, my dad can beat up your dad because my dad has a truck and a shotgun, and
we'll do that off air. Is there anything else? Let's see. Kai's got a few things here.
Oh, yes, there was. Overwatch did a real fucked up thing where they released a skin for paid money. Yeah. And then a day later, they made it a free skin. So the Overwatch community.
Oh, they probably got refunded everybody though.
I don't know, man. It's sure fucking Blizzard. It's Activision. Yeah. They don't like giving up their money. They just like taking it.
Right. I'm sure they refunded everybody. If not, let us know.
I don't know if you heard about the scalpers that are getting fucked over by some of the people on eBay with the pictures.
With the box, just selling the box.
No, not the box. A picture.
Okay. So I've read about people selling pictures of the 5090, but I've also heard of them selling the box, the empty box, and the scalpers are buying them like crazy.
Yep. Because the AI just sees that it's a good price and it's immediately buying it, and all of the things say read the description first,
right?
And then the description.
Scalpers are the fucking worst, dude. It's the worst worst cocksuckers.
Here's the problem. I can't even get pissed at them. I mean, I get it. Yes, that's what they're doing, but it's the same thing. Like when you buy something and then you resell it for more money, you're a fucking scalper. I get that you're not buying all of the things, but you're not. I mean, that's literally what everyone is doing whenever they resell anything at all. They're taking a product that they purchased and they're not going to take a loss on it.
I would say most people probably don't make money when they resell shit unless they're doing it the right way, you know?
So I recently, again, it was a little clip thing, but the guy was like, oh, hey, I have this extra Pokemon card that I want to sell to you guys. You know, I saw that it's worth like $40. And the guy's like, all right, now do you want to sell it for what it's worth in a pack, or do you want to sell it what its market value is? Do you want to be one of those scalpers, or you want to, be a homie? And he's like, okay, well, what's the difference? It's like, well, the scalper price is, $40 or $50. The normal price is a pack costs $3.50. It's one of 10 cards.
So that's completely different in my opinion, because like you're buying a pack of cards and you don't know that card's in there, right? You don't know what's in there. You're taking a chance on it, right? That's a little different in my opinion than buying it and just marking it up $1,000 like a fucking asshole.
No, not $1,000. $4,000. So
who the fuck's paying that? Part of the problem is whoever's paying fucking $6,500 for a fucking graphics card.
So the 5090s sold for $1,999. What the hell is behind you, and why am I worried about it?
I don't know.
Why are you looking over your shoulder? Why are you creeping me out by looking back at something?
I just looked at my printer. I heard it make a noise. I was just making sure it didn't clog. We're good. All right,
but so they were selling for $19.99, right? The scalpers are reselling them now for $6,000, $6,500. I think one of the top things was like $8,200.
Yeah, part of the problem is whoever's paying that fucking price. Like, just don't.
Now, here's the thing. At what point does it become a reasonable price to buy it from a scalper if you can't find it somewhere? Or do you just say, screw it, and you just wait it out and buy it for a normal price?
I would say that if I was building a PC and that was, I had to have one, right? Honestly, I would probably just buy a 40 series because they're easier to get a hold of then. I would guess a 40 series probably easier to get a hold of than a 50 series. But at the same time, like if it was like $200 marked up, fuck it. I need it that bad. It's gonna complete my system. I'll fucking do it. $200. That's the most I would pay. It's like when the PS5s were everybody was going crazy. They were buying them for 500, selling them for 1,000 to 1,500 bucks. There is just no way in hell. No fucking way in hell. Buy a fucking Xbox and just deal with it. Because Xboxes were going where you could buy an Xbox at the store still. And that's what a lot of, like my cousin, big PlayStation guy, it just didn't like Xbox. He ended up just buying an Xbox because he wanted the next gen console that bad. You know, frames and shit, 120 frames. I don't know. It's just it's to me that's the way to do it. I mean, we're definitely over time. If you wanna wrap things up and call it an episode, or is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think that's it. God, now I have to go to another Discord to find the pinned message because, of course, you don't pin it in your own Discord. Give me a sec. I'll do it because I know you don't have the capability of sending us off.
That's right. I don't. I'm the beginning guy.
Yeah. Episode. Fuck! I forgot to turn my sound
105. We're good now, dude. We're good now.
Thanks for watching and being able to hear us this time. Like I said, the full unedited blooper version will be on Patreon.
I'll try to get it on there. I don't know how. I don't know.
There's no try. I've already promised it. You got to do it. Let us know in the comments if there's anything you agree or disagree with from the show, and anything else you'd like to hear us discuss next week. You can catch a show on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, and Rumble. You can also catch it live on Rumble. But also make sure to follow us on socials like Patreon, Facebook, X, TikTok that CC doesn't have still, and Instagram. Have a good week, guys.